All right, so ready for this. Today we're diving into something kind of different. We got these text messages, right? And they tell a story. Well, a bit of a story anyway.
Oh, this is one of those text message deep dives. Okay, I like where this is going. Lay it on me.
So picture this. You get a call from your ex.
Mm-hmm.
Not that crazy, right? Happens. But here's the thing. She's crying about kung fu.
Whoa, hold up. Crying. Kung Fu. Those two things are not exactly a common pair. What's the deal?
Exactly. And that's what makes this deep dive so interesting. These texts, they just give us this tiny little window into this whole situation,
Yeah.
Like why kung fu? What's the connection?
Okay, but let's back up a sec. These are texts from someone who got a call, right? Not like messages between these two.
Right, exactly. We just have the one side of things, which actually makes it even more intriguing, don't you think? Like we got to piece together what we can from just these little snippets.
Gotcha. Okay, so ex-girlfriend, crying, Kung Fu. What else are we working with here? What did the text actually say?
Well, the texter, they don't go into a ton of detail, but they do mention that their ex was really upset, like really broken up about something to do with this kung fu thing. Makes you wonder if maybe they used to train together or something, or maybe they bonded over like a kung fu movie.
It's definitely a curveball, that's for sure. But hey, you never know, right? Maybe Kung Fu was their thing. It's like, remember that time we saw that terrible mime show and couldn't stop laughing about it for like a month?
Oh, please don't remind me. Still can't believe you made me sit through that.
My point exactly. Sometimes the strangest things can end up being super meaningful to people. It's all about shared experiences.
True, true. But there's always that other possibility too, right? Like maybe the kung fu thing is just a coincidence. Like maybe it's totally unrelated to why she's actually upset. What if she's going through something completely different and she just happened to mention kung fu in passing?
See, this is what I love about these text message deep dives. It's like we're all detectives here. We've got to keep an open mind, right? Avoid those assumptions. We only have these puzzle pieces, and they might not even be from the same puzzle.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Like we're so quick to jump to conclusions, but we never really know the full story.
Exactly. It's like that saying, assumptions are the termites of relationships or something like that.
I think it's more like assumptions are the mother of all. Something, something.
Right. But you get what I mean. Point is, assumptions, not good. And this whole Kung Fu mystery, total lesson in that. We see this little detail and our brains are already spinning a whole narrative around it.
And it's a good reminder for us too, right? Like when we see something on social media or hear a snippet of a conversation, we don't always have the full context.
It's like that classic thing, right? The tip of the iceberg. We see the little bit sticking out of the water, but there's this whole huge chunk hidden beneath the surface.
This whole deep dive has really got me thinking, the next time I see some random detail, I'm going to stop and wonder what the full story might be.
And that's the beauty of it, right? These little mysteries, they remind us to stay curious, to look for the connections, and to remember that there's always more to the story than meets the eye.